Oh. So greetings everyone, welcome back to our Adventurous Minecraft Adventures. I was about to put stuff away, but then I heard these guys rudely being outside of our house. Let's go defeat them. Hopefully, that's the idea. And get you. Nice. Now, run away. Oh, they're how many? Okay, that's a lot of pillagers. Actually, this could end up being an issue if we're not extremely careful, and if we do this quickly before it becomes dark. Or, I mean, if we don't do this quickly before it becomes dark, which is a little late for that. It's already becoming pretty dark. Okay, quickly, wait. Eat. Okay, and then get ready. And hit you with this. And... Ooh, they're getting each other, though. Whoa. Ooh, we did our lunge. That's cool. Why didn't that work? I don't know. Whoa. Gotcha. Nice. That uses up a lot of hunger points. But we did it. They didn't drop... They didn't drop anything. That's strange. Don't those guys usually drop stuff? I thought so. But I guess not. I don't know. Go to sleep before any monsters are nearby, and then I'll eat up and put some stuff away. Oh, I forgot we bought some, like, pale oak saplings from a wandering trader last episode. We still haven't found a pale garden yet, but... yeah, I'll be back once I've, done some organization. I was going to do that before the episode started, but then there were those guys. So, yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I put away all the stuff. So, what are we going to be doing this episode? Well, probably a lot more around the house-ish stuff. Last episode, we went to, like, villages. And we decided, we tried to get a trial explorer map. But, we weren't able to, but we have several cartographers there now, and probably several more by the time we go there again, because there are a couple of villagers there. But we have a couple of things we need to do before then. First of all, I did some research on the wiki, and it looks like there's like a 2 in 3 chance that when you get the what's it called? The cartographers to a certain level, there's a 2 in 3 chance that, they'll sell you specifically a trial explorer map, like not just any explorer map, but like specifically a trial explorer map. So it's just like we need to level them up more, and then with how many we have, there's almost a 0% chance we won't get a trial explorer map. So something we need to do though to level them up is we need a lot of paper. So we're going to need a lot of sugarcane. So let's start farming sugarcane. In fact, we could create a better sugarcane farm that has more, that's maybe a little more organized, closer to our house. We could create an automatic sugarcane farm, which would be interesting. I don't believe those are very difficult to make. We just need, like, some observers, which require nether quartz, I suppose. But I think we should have some of that, so I guess that's something that we could look into doing. Yeah, I don't like making too many automatic farms, usually, like, when it comes to, like, mob farms and stuff. But stuff like sugarcane might be okay at this point. Yeah, but, there's also another thing we can sell them to level them up, and that's glass panes. Sometimes they'll want glass panes. So, obviously for that we'll need sand, and, a lot of it. So, I guess we'll get started on doing that today. Also, we accidentally sold one of our compasses. That was like a lodestone compass that led to the, like we called it, the Gateway Village. So we are going to need to, remake that, essentially. And... be able to... Actually, no, we'll need a couple of compasses if we're going to be selling them to them. We're going to want to... Because, you need a compass. Like, that's one of the things you need. If you're going to buy one of the maps, like, you need a compass. That's how we accidentally sold them one. Yeah, we're going to want to make 2. And then the lodestone is still there, obviously. It's just the compass that we actually accidentally, like, overwrote, essentially. Actually, 3 should be plenty. Yeah, let's go ahead and then put that away. Yeah, okay. And we still have all that, like, raw ore in there that I've been smelting. We can get some gold here. Yeah, and then we're gonna need... Let's put some more coal in there, because these are running lower on coal than I would like. We do like that. And that's still not max. Wow. That should be plenty, though. Right? Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. So we can make that into blocks. And then make that into blocks. Nice. And then we can put more stuff to smelt in the other furnace there. like raw copper. Here we go. Nice. Okay, so made the compasses. How are we doing on glass? We do have some, I remember seeing. We have 4 glass panes. I don't think the colored ones count. But we have glass. Not that much, though. How much sand do we have? 42. Okay, so that should be nice. Actually, we probably should have... Yeah, we'll wait till this is done smelting, and then we'll put the sand in there. In the meantime, where can we get some more sand? Closest thing I can think is a desert, but I actually don't know... Do we even know where a desert is in this world? I don't know. That's something we might want to look into finding. Yeah, I guess something we should do first, because I think paper is still going to be more useful, is to work on that sugarcane farm. You know, glass panes might be nice for a couple things, but paper is going to be our main source of usefulness, basically. So yeah, we do have lots of nether quartz. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to just go from memory. We're going to need a redstone, obviously. And then, what's it called? Actually, we might want glass just to build it so we can see inside. Yeah, we'll need iron. Yeah, let's put a couple more blocks in there. And then some cobblestone, probably? Maybe. Okay, so yeah. So, it's actually a very simple design. Quite easy to build. Yeah, actually, let's go ahead and pause this, because we really will need more sand. To make more glass. Okay, so yeah, let's put this away, and then it's becoming dark already. Wow. That was fast. Yeah, okay, so go ahead and put that away. And then what are we doing now? Yeah, it's becoming dark, but let's see what we can create. Let's see, a piston is, I believe, just like cobblestone. Wait, no, it's like... this might be correct. Cobblestone, redstone, and iron. No. Wait, we don't have the recipe for a piston. Oh. Oh, we need wood! Hey, we need less iron than I thought we did, though, so that's nice. I didn't mean to put that on the ground next to my bed. Oh yeah, there's shader stuff in the chat. What's weird, normally if you press the F3 menu, it'll show you your GPU usage, but it just says not applicable there. I don't know why. I don't think it means it's not using my GPU. I suppose I could check, but I mean, everything's working fine. It's just weird that it says that, because it doesn't usually. So I don't know. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Now we can make some pistons. Wait, can you rotate the recipe? Like, does it have to be facing up? I'm actually curious. It does have to be facing up. Either that or no, I did it wrong. That's not how it works. It's like that, then that, and then that. No. How do you make a piston? Okay. So now just, like, rotate it. I want to see if this will work, because I'm curious. It doesn't. Okay, oh well. So yeah, we can make 1, 2. I guess I'll just do this, because it's so much easier to do it this way. But I mean, we'll want as many pistons as we want. Oh, we could just do that. Okay. We'll want as many pistons as we want stuff and things. Wait, what are we missing? Oh. Redstone. Okay, and then also some more planks. Need those. And then we'll need as many pistons as we want, you know, like blocks of sugarcane. So like 22 should be a good amount, maybe. Hopefully. So yeah, now, observer. We need... Okay, nether quartz. Just 1 nether quartz per observer, so that should be pretty cheap. Except that we just ran out of... what? Oh, we ran out of cobblestone. Interesting. Luckily, we have several more stacks of that. Okay. And then this should be... Oh, yeah, we will need some just, like, redstone dust, but that's easy. Okay, so like this. Let's see, how many can we make? Oh, that many? 15 should be nice. But we would like to make 22. There we go. Nice. So, oh yeah, and then our glass should be, at least a lot of it should be done. So I don't know if this will be enough to finish it, but it should be enough to start it at least. Where do we build it? That's the question. Oh yeah, and we'll also wait. We'll probably want a hopper to, you know, actually collect it. And then a chest to hold what it collects. So like 6 of these. So that we can then make 3 chests, because we needed a chest to make the hopper. There we go. So just a hopper and 2 chests. That way we can have a double chest. So that'll be nice. And we can always expand it later if we want to. But where are we going to build it? That's the question. I suppose we could put it in the house, but I don't know. That would be a little weird. And I want it away from places where we'd be like fighting monsters and it might get blown up. Because that would be devastating. Right here looks good. Let's put it right here. Why not? Because we probably won't be coming out to it that often. Obviously, it's automatic. It just needs to be close enough to our house to make sure it's ticking as we go about and do stuff. And then we'll just come to it, you know, maybe every couple of episodes and get a couple stacks of sugarcane. Hopefully. We could use bone meal to make it grow faster, but we don't really need to. Yeah, what we need to do first... how far will water flow? That's the question. That far. Okay. Then what we probably would want to do... So wait, oh, and we know how much... So that's 8 blocks. Nice. Yeah, I guess we could build the contraption... Oh yeah, we could do it this way. Oh, wait, no, that wouldn't work. Trying to think. What we will want is probably an infinite water source. Just right here, while we construct it, so that we can, you know, mess around with the water. Because, you know, if we can use the water to push items places, rather than a bunch of hoppers, we can save on a bunch of iron, so that would be very nice. Because, you know, rather than just, like, collect, at the end of every row, rather than collecting the sugarcane with a hopper, we could just have water, push it where it needs to go, and then it all goes into one hopper rather than having a bunch of hoppers and then those hoppers leading into the other hoppers and they're all leading to one chest. Or, you know, having multiple chests, which might be even worse because then we have to open multiple chests when we want to empty it. Wow, we're running low on hunger. Okay, so let's go and pick this up and put it there. Now we can put it back that we have the infinite, or now that we have the infinite water source. So we'll want something like... Do we have a silk touch pickaxe, actually? That might be nice for, you know, when we put the glass in the wrong spots, inevitably. Also, we'll need more block. Actually, no, we have plenty of cobblestone. We won't need to worry about that. Unless we want to use glass rather than cobblestone. I mean, I suppose if we do, we could just replace the cobblestone later. But I think glass might look fancier. But I do believe we have a silk touch pickaxe somewhere, right? Yeah, right here. Nice. Okay. That way, if we put glass in the wrong spot... I think I already said that, but I said it again. Yeah, we could tend to our animal farms, but right now my priority is building the sugarcane farm. Maybe we should have grabbed some sugarcane. I suppose we can do that later. So, yeah, how this works is basically we are going to need observers, pistons, blocks, and dust of redstone. So then, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put a piston, just like a row of pistons. Except not here. This is wrong. This is incorrect. I suppose we could just use a redstone clock for this, rather than like if you don't know, redstone clock just like provides pulses over and over. So like they're actually very simple to construct. I'm not going to do one right now, but like basically they would just provide a pulse over and over. And then, but yeah, but that would make the farm maybe a bit laggy and super noisy, and it would be sort of not really that useful to do so. Like, there wouldn't be much of a point. Okay, but we can put an observer up there. That's the wrong direction. Okay, good to know. So yeah, do that. And then that. And then observers going all the way across. We could also save on materials, I guess, by, you know, not using all the observers. It might limit the farm's capacity slightly, but again, it would save on materials for building it. And then a line of redstone up here. Like this. Nice. So then what's going to happen, as you can see, the sugarcane will go here, and it'll grow upwards, right? When it gets to the top, it will go in front of the observer, and then you'll see what happens here. So it powers all of the pistons at once. So it'll do that, the piston will hit it, and because of how sugarcane works, you can't have floating sugarcane, so it just breaks the sugarcane except for the bottom block, and that way you can keep growing again. Thing is, and when any of the sugarcane grows to the in front of the observer, all of them go. Yeah, that's interesting. So then what we could do, I guess, is just right here, put our next row with more water. So like this, and then do this. And then we could like not even put another row of observers up here. If we didn't want to put observers there, we wouldn't have to. Okay, but I think we will though. Maybe. I mean, actually, I don't know, because like it wouldn't affect it much, because for it to affect it, you'd have to have at least like for it to slow down the farm at all. Wait, this is wrong. What? Wait, all of this is wrong. Oh. So we'd have to have 2 rows of water. Wait, but that's not going to work. That makes no sense. What am I doing? Hold on. How would... Because you need water next to the sugarcane, obviously, for it to grow. So, like here. The items are going to go the other way. So I guess... instead of doing this... Put the water here... Then, like, what happens if the items fall in the wrong spot? I guess we just don't get them and they despawn, which is not the worst thing in the world. Just inconvenient. And this one is also weird. We put this in the wrong spot, but it's a different wrong spot than the other one was. Yeah, Minecraft Redstone is fun. I mean, I don't do it that often, but when I do, I have fun with it. Okay, hold on. Let's go in here and go to sleep, and then we'll also grab some sugarcane so that in the morning we can, you know, have actual sugarcane, sort of test the farm out a bit and make sure it works properly and everything. Oh, guess we'll go grab that now. And of course, we still have the sugarcane farm down by the, like, water out that way, by the river, I guess, which is still, you know, going to be a good source of sugarcane. It's just that this automatic one will be able to hopefully get us more over time because we don't have to keep harvesting it manually. Wow. I really like the music that we're getting this episode. Like, it's all this, like, older Minecraft music, which I really miss. And then also, a lot of, what's it called? It's happening quite often. Like, I'm noticing it more, which is nice. I like noticing the music. Okay, but yeah, so we'd basically plant the sugarcane along here. And then let's, like, put a couple there. And we'll simulate this one going to the top. Yeah, see, one of them fell out. Actually, a couple of them fell, not where they were supposed to go. Guess what we could do is do that. And then, like, if we just drop an item in there, will it go down? Yeah, it will go down. Okay, even if we drop it, like, right there, it'll have enough... Yes, it'll have enough momentum to push it there. Okay, so then we can also do the same thing here. But then right here, we put a block of water. It's not a block of water, like a water source block, basically. Okay, and then... And then that. Nice. And now, it'll push all of the items to this one spot. Where we can then put a hopper and a chest. The only issue will be it's going to be sort of inconvenient because it's going to be low down. But I suppose that's an issue that we can fix, probably. Wait, hold on. Okay, do that. Nice. Yeah, the only issue is going to be the chest is going to have to be way down here. And also the water is flowing too far. Oops, I guess we could instead make it flow to a different spot, maybe even be able to put a third row of stuff, because, you know, we still have 6 more pistons to do. If we had 2 more, that would be more convenient. I suppose we could go make 2 more, because then we could do a full third row. Also, let's move our infinite water source. Hold on. Like, put it there, and then that, and that, and then fill that in, so that we have room to then do a third row of this right here. Yeah, I guess we could also put observers up here. Actually, wait, no, that's the wrong... Oh, that's going to make it really inconvenient. For a variety of reasons. And in a variety of ways. I guess we could just do this. Except we can't, because that isn't correct. There we go. Go. No. Oh, we have to crouch? Seriously? Maybe we could just... No, that doesn't work either. Okay, so like do that. Nice. Okay, so then how far does this flow? The water. How far does the water flow? That far. We could extend it by making it go down another block, but that'll just amplify our issue of it being too far underground. And what I'm thinking is, first of all, let's put some sugarcane here so it can at least start to grow. But then we just use this water and then put the other one. That's probably what we should have done for this. Is made them go both toward the same direction, sort of, you know, like using the same water. I suppose instead of doing that, we could funnel both of these to the middle here. Oh, except that we have a third one, so it won't really... Well, no, because it'll still go into the same water, so it should still work. Yeah, let's put cobblestone there. Piston here. And then here. Here. Oh, and then we need 2 more. But we can go get those later. Wait, no, wrong way. Forgot about that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and there we go. Damn, that should go into the same water. Then, yeah, let's try that idea of having them both go to the same spot in the middle. Because that might actually work really well. Or it might not work at all. I guess we'll find out. And also, if we want to expand it much past doing another row here, I mean, I suppose we could just make the rows longer, build it, like, you know, build this on the level up, above ground level, so that the water flows, and then it ends here, and then it goes down into this water, and so we wouldn't have to change anything. But this is not meant to be a ginormous farm. It's just supposed to... It's meant to be, like, you know, a small little farm that every couple of episodes we can come and get some sugarcane from. Yeah, we could do that, and then it'll go right here into the middle, and there is an absolute middle here, which is nice. Like, it's not going to be, like, a middle that's actually 2 blocks, so it can't be symmetrical. That would be annoying. It's always annoying when that happens. But yeah, and then... Oh yeah, we get the same issue, although then again, we are putting a chest here. Can the chest get waterlogged by this? Oh, well... Also, we're not putting a chest here. Putting a chest here. Which can end up being even more of an issue. Especially since the chest went into the chest because of the hopper. Hmm. And we could put a block on top of the chest, but then we couldn't open the chest. Hmm. I suppose it's fine if we just have water on top of the chest. That'll work for now. So here's what we'll do. Because we don't have that much glass. And we want to, like, basically conserve on resources. We're going to do the first level of the wall around it. Of cobblestone. And then we'll also sort of get an idea that way. Oh, and also remember that there are still going to be, like, you know, there's going to be more stuff here. But this would also give us an idea of where we need to make the wall taller and where it doesn't actually matter. Because, like, we technically could make this smaller here by putting the wall actually here. No, we couldn't do that. Please don't do that. That's a terrible idea because it needs to go into the water. But this wall will also block, like, the sugarcane off from sort of landing on the ground over here, at least. It won't block it from landing on the ground where the sugarcane is supposed to be, but that's sort of inevitable. And then again, we can block it off there. Okay, and then do that, and then that. Nice. So then, for the rest of the wall, we need some glass up here. We need some glass here. And honestly, this side can probably just be cobblestone. I think that would be okay. Since if we're going to expand it later, it'll end up looking like the other side, which is just, you know, the back of these things anyway. But we might want to, yeah, again, like, expand this with cobblestone. Just to make it, you know, a bit better of a wall. And then over here, we will put just the glass again. That way we, you know, because we want to be able to see in to where all the sugarcane is. That would be nice. Okay, and then right here we can put cobblestone again. Oh, and we're almost out of cobblestone. We don't have that much more at home, I think. Or I don't think, so... Yeah, and I guess what we might want to do is block it off even more. At least, like, you know, there, and there, because there will be some sugarcane at the very top. And if it's at the very end, it might fall out on top of this glass block, except that we put glass blocks on top of it, so you know it's not going to be an issue. Yeah, and then we can put... What? Oh, geez. That's why we got the Silk Touch pickaxe, but the problem is going to be getting in and then getting back out. Actually, shouldn't be that much of an issue. Like, none of this has grown yet. But it should soon. Okay, but... Go ahead and do that. Wow, it's becoming dark again. We're going to have to end off the episode soon. But we're almost done building this. We've got to finish it. Okay, go ahead and eat this. And then we'll head in, sleep, grab, like, you know, make a couple more, 2 more pistons and 2 more observers. And then our farm will be basically done. Except we'll want to make a convenient place to, you know, get the stuff out that's, like, get the items out that's still protected from, you know, the outside everything else. Yeah, we want 2 pistons. So we're going to need some more planks. Yeah, 2 should be actually exactly enough, right? No. Oh, we need more cobblestone. We'll get that after we sleep. Okay, so, more cobblestone. Here we come. Nice. But yeah, we are running very low on cobblestone, which is worrying. Like, we're gonna run out of cobblestone. Like, seriously. Okay, and then observer. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that should be all that we need to finish off this farm. Oh, except we probably wanted to get a door. You know, get into... I guess we don't need to block it off with the door. The chest, it can be not blocked off with a door. Okay, so then we put a piston... Aw, dang it, come on. And that's the exact same thing. Which is not what I want. That That is what I want. There we go. Okay, and then this one, I think we want to be back here, right? Yes, but no. Oh, and we forgot the redstone line on this side. We're gonna need to do that. Luckily, we have tons of redstone, like we have an almost excessive amount of redstone. Oh, that'll be a problem if we want to do the wall up here. Yeah. That will be an issue. Guess we could just do this. And call it a day. And why I'm putting a wall around this, I don't know. It sort of feels better if it's self-contained. We can't go in and mess it up. Mobs can't go in and mess it up. So yeah. Okay, that should be good. The wall is complete. Let's go inspect our handiwork. Looks pretty good. I'm not sure about that. Actually, that might be completely untrue. It looks mediocre at best, but... yeah, so... now, all we would have to do... I guess we can do that. Actually, I would like to have a door, so let's go make a door really quickly, and then we're running low on time. This episode has been longer than I had planned for it to be, but it's worth it because we are managing to, well, we've managed to build an automatic sugarcane farm, which is quite exciting. But yeah, now we need, what do we need? I forgot it. Oh yeah, wood for a door. Okay, and then, wait, do we actually have doors already? Yeah, we have 2 doors. So why would we make another one? I don't know. So, finally, let's complete this, and then make sure, first of all, did we put the sugarcane in all of the places? I think so. And second of all, has any of it grown? Ooh, one of it did. A couple have. So yeah, eventually when one grows up to the 3rd height, then, you know, we'll end up with some sugarcane in here. Is there anything in here yet? No. I didn't really expect there to be. But yeah, just a very simple and easy enclosure here. Yeah, we could just... oh no. Wait, is it... we're out of cobblestone. Dang it. We're out of cobblestone. No. Not good. I guess we could take some off the corners. Except not this corner. I mean, sort of this corner. Yeah, sort of this corner. Taking stuff off the corners might actually make it look cooler. Except here, it makes it look weird. And most corners are like this. Like, we've done the corners that we can at this point. But is 7 cobblestone enough? Okay, let's actually put the door on backwards like that. Okay, so then that was enough cobblestone. That way, just barely enough for us to, you know, go in here. We probably should put a torch in here, actually. And does sugarcane need light to grow? I don't think so. But yeah, then we can go down and get to that. So that's enough for today. Nice. There we go. We did it. Let's fill in our infinite water source. And then go ahead and head back and put some stuff away. Well, I thank you all for watching this episode of our Adventurous Minecraft Adventures. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider giving this video a like and commenting your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about all the stuff we did today? We are making some great progress towards, you know, getting the cartographer to give us a map to a trial chamber, which is going to be super exciting. So please let me know your thoughts. We managed to build that automatic farm. So yeah, please let me know your thoughts on that as well. But also, the playlist is on the screen right now if you want to see past or future episodes, and I would highly recommend you check them out. They've been a lot of fun. Also, please do consider subscribing to see more videos. If you got this far on the video and enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. It would help out the channel a lot. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Farewell.